We learned more details about the lead up to the arrest of Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson exactly 1 year ago today. It's part of a state pretrial hearing in an attempt by Mangione's lawyers to have certain evidence excluded from trial. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman has been inside the courtroom and joins me now with the details. Katrina, I was reading your emails. Really interesting new information about the moments that officers intercepted Mangione at that McDonald's in Pennsylvania.
That's right, Lindsay. We've been hearing from Patrolman Fry. He is the other officer who initially approached Luigi Mangione that day in the McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. One thing that he testified is there was a brief period where he was having a private conversation with Mangione. The other officer had stepped outside. He said that he recalled Mangione saying, "I know what you guys are up to. I'm just going to wait." But a key issue here, Lindsay, is that these officers spoke with Mangione for about 20 minutes before he was ever read his Miranda rights, before he was told that he was under an official investigation. But they did end up searching him after they had arrested him. We've also finally gotten some of the exhibits out for people to see, things that were collected from his person that day. That included a wallet with thousands of dollars in U.S. and foreign currency. There was a jar of peanut butter that was taken out of his pocket. Perhaps most interesting today, we learned about a bus ticket. It had a different name on it. It said Sam Dawson, Lindsay, and it was from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. There was also this piece of paper that had come out of Mangione's pocket, and today we saw it in court. It appeared to be some kind of list. It said Best Buy, water bottles, USB, some other words on it. In addition, he was wearing this necklace, and we learned today that it had a USB on it. We don't yet know what was on that USB stick, but we have just been seeing so much visual evidence, the body camera footage from every single angle that you can think of, Lindsay, as we hear about each officer's perspective of what happened that day, a play-by-play of all of these events as both sides try to prove whether or not this evidence should be ultimately allowed in at trial that was collected at his arrest.
One thing I particularly found interesting about your notes was that while all this was happening, Christmas carols were playing in the background. "I'll be home for Christmas" as he's getting handcuffed. What are the legal questions here?
That's right, Lindsay. That music is so surreal as all of this is going on. But a threshold question here is, will the judge ultimately feel that Pennsylvania or New York law applies? It's come up in court that it was typical procedure for the Altoona police to search someone when they're arrested. They're allowed to search their person and their bag, any property, according to their policies. In New York, search and seizure laws are different. There are varying levels based on the type of reasonable suspicion you have, whether there is probable cause, what sort of steps you can take, whether you can be frisked, whether they could have done this sort of in-depth search. So it came out today a number of times whether they were talking to Luigi Mangione, searching him on suspicion of whether he killed Brian Thompson or the forgery, which they ultimately said that they arrested him for because he'd given them a fake ID.
Okay, Katrina Kaufman, thank you so much.